Good afternoon, girls. As you know that we are having a week-long celebration of the first 151st birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. And first day we had screening of movies, short movies. And second day we had presentation on your essay that you wrote, which was very nice. And we saw your effort and we appreciate it. And today, in the same continuation, we are having collage making. So I will now request Sharon Das to start her presentation and speak on it. Share your reflection on it, what you have made. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, teachers and my dear classmates. My topic for today's collage competition is Gandhiji and Swachhata. I would like to begin by quoting Friedrich Nietzsche. What separates two people most profoundly is a different sense and a different degree of cleanliness. As you can see through the collage that I have made, I have tried to depict the initiatives of Gandhiji that he took for keeping India clean. Cleanliness is a symbol of dignity, health, and safety. Mahatma Gandhi took cleanliness to a level of spirituality. He firmly believed that cleanliness is next to godliness. The Swachh Bharat mission was divided into three parts, that is, a clean body, a clean mind, and clean surroundings. Gandhiji not only wanted to tell people to keep their bodies clean, but also to have a clean mind. The main motive for the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was to also keep the surroundings clean, but a surrounding can only be clean when we have a clean mind and a clean heart. Gandhiji wanted everyone to live with peace and to live a life free of violence. Gandhiji criticized many Western customs, but he repeatedly admitted that he had learned extensive lessons of cleanliness from the West, and he wanted to bring the same kind of cleanliness in India. Even after 73 years of independence, the sanitation scenario is depressing. Mahatma's dream of keeping India clean remains unfulfilled. But despite of all our negligence towards cleanliness, year 2020 has brought us to the situation where we have become more cautious and more aware of the importance of self-hygiene because of the prevailing pandemic that is COVID-19. While launching the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan on 2nd October in 2014, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi suggested that a clean India would be the best tribute that India could pay to Mahatma Gandhi. He also said that cleanliness is the first habit that should be learned since childhood. The country needs to be cleaned for the protection of environment, for our safety, and for a healthy future. Thank you.
All right. Nice presentation. Now we have Noreen Ritika Singh. Noreen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Beta, start. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, teachers.
बेटा शारन बेटा अपनी स्क्रीन को हटाइए नोरीन वेलकम नोरीन करेगी
मैम आई हैव स्टॉप्ड स्क्रीन शेयरिंग
आप आ रहे हो बेटा नोरीन अभी उसका कैमरा अच्छा उसका कैमरा रहता ओके नोरीन अभी नहीं कर पा रही नोरीन स्टार्ट स्क्रीन शेयरिंग
Yes, ma'am. I'm just.
Okay, no problem.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Good morning, teachers. So my topic was also Gandhiji and Swachhta. So as you can see, it is like my collage is divided into three parts. The first one is Gandhiji and his thoughts on Swachhta. So जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं, गांधी जी was like more into स्वच्छता. He for him स्वच्छता was more important. Like जैसे कि हम देख सकते हैं, for our first quote also, Gandhi ji said कि sanitation is like more important than political freedom. So for him स्वच्छता was very important, and he himself also was into this. And he जैसे कि एक और फोटो में हम देख सकते हैं कि he claimed he wanted India to be clean. And my second portion was actions taken by India. So as Sharon told, he 2nd of October on 2014, India started this campaign of Swachh Bharat India. So according to that, we Indians have taken initiative, and we have cleansed like a lot of land bodies and water bodies. And also students have taken the initiative for the spread to spread the awareness of the clean drive. And lastly, my portion was the initiatives taken by IT College. So IT College have also initiated this last year. We cleaned our college, our department, and the whole college was also like we all taken this initiative and for this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So this was the whole collage that I prepared, and like my concept was showing Gandhiji's thought also, and Indian actions taken by Indians and actions taken by our IT college. Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, Noreen. Next is Swati Rathod.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is it visible? Ma'am, is it visible?
Enlarge, दिखा बेटा, enlarge form. I think she is made like that only. फोन वाला है तो she is not able to do ना, वो नहीं कर पा रही है.
एक एक करके ऐसे कर सकते हैं, enlarge उसको करके फिर आप.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, actually this is on mobile, that's why.
कोई बात नहीं.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. My collage is on the topic Gandhiji in South Africa. Mahatma Gandhi arrived in South Africa in April 1893 at the age of 23 to work on a case as a supporting barrister for Said Abdullah in South Africa to practice the law. You can see the picture of Said Abdullah, Mahatma Gandhi sitting with Said Abdullah. Next picture is in the middle of this one. While Gandhiji was traveling by train to Pretoria, despite carrying first-class ticket, Gandhiji was thrown out of the train by the authorities because a white man complained of an Indian sharing the space with him. So Gandhiji faced this type of discrimination in South Africa numerous times. So he decided to stay and oppose the discrimination policies of the Britishers. Gandhiji founded the Natal Indian Congress in 1894, organizing the Indian community of South Africa in a unified political force. Next picture is Indian Ambulance Corps. During the outbreak of the Boer War in 1899, Gandhiji gathered around 1100 Indians and organized the Indian ambulance corps for the Britishers, but the ethnic discrimination and tortures continued on Indian. Gandhiji established Phoenix Farm near Durban. Phoenix Farm is considered as the birthplace of Satyagraha. Next is Toy Stone Farm in South Africa. Gandhiji's second camp in South Africa was where Satyagraha was molded into a weapon of protest. In August 1906, the Ascetic Law Amendment Ordinance was signed into law in the Transvaal. It was humiliating and discriminating law forcing India to register with their fingerprint and carrying a registration certificate at all times. Otherwise, they could be fined and imprisoned. This act became known as the Black Act. General Smith proposed a negotiation. If Indian would register voluntarily, the Black Act would be repealed. But after registration, Smith's backtracked and didn't keep his promise. On August 16, Gandhiji, 100 of people gathered outside the Hamida Mosque and they did mass burning of registration certificates. This is a picture showing when Gandhiji was thrown out of the train. And this side, the present time station in South Africa. This is a gathering of people and all this. Thank you, ma'am. Hello. 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 Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. You are audible, Sherry.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
A very good afternoon to respected teachers, my fellow participants, and my dear friends. The topic of my collage making is Gandhiji as a politician. Gandhiji's role in social and political reform was instrumental. He got rid of social evils, and therefore many oppressed people felt great relief because of his efforts. During the non-cooperation movement against the British rule, violence had broken out, and being a proponent of non-violence, Gandhiji was deeply troubled. He always said that for any cause, he will not support violence because he believed violence triggers more violence. As a result, Gandhiji started his first fast to stop the non-cooperation movement, as he believed people were not ready to get independence. Also known as the Dandi movement, Gandhi's Salt March is considered to be a very significant incident in the history of freedom struggle. Gandhiji started a Satyagraha campaign against the salt tax in March 1930. He marched 388 kilometers from Ahmedabad to Dandi in Gujarat to make salt. A very significant point during this Dandi march was the contribution that was made by women. Thousands of people joined him and made it one of the biggest marches in the Indian history. Gandhiji was determined to strike the British Empire with a definitive blow that would secure their exit from India. And this happened when the British started recruiting Indians for the war.
Gandhi protested strongly and said that the Indians cannot be involved in a war that was in favor of democratic purposes when India itself is not a free country. Thus, in the end, for the contribution and sacrifices Gandhiji made for India's independence, upliftment of weaker sections, women empowerment, and unity among different religions, he had been given the title of Mahatma by his nation and is called as Bapu.
The presentation is over, Sherry. Is it over? Sherry? Is it over, Sherry? Have you completed the presentation, beta?
Can you hear us, girls? Are we audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Sherry, have you completed your presentation or there is little more to say? Connection chala gaya. I think Sherry is having problem with the connection, I think. Shall we move on? Then we will move on to the next one. Ajina Johnson. Next presentation by Ajina Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ajina. Sherry को देख लेंगे अगर मान लो बीच में वो क्या शिकन maybe वो मुझे लग रहा है उसकी ऑडियो पर ये अजीना का स्लाइड शेयर में जाए शेयर करें स्लाइड अभी आएगी
Yes, ma'am. Shall I begin?
Yes, Ajina, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. My topic is Gandhiji and dignity of labor. Dignity of labor is actually a philosophy to understand that all jobs are equal. No job should be considered as superior or should be underestimated or discriminated on any basis. Mahatma Gandhi was one of the famous and prominent advocates for the dignity of labor. Labor is of two types, intellectual and manual labor. Some might think that manual labor is inferior, but most of us don't know that manual labor is as dignified as the highest intellectual labor. Mahatma Gandhi used to do all his personal work on his own. He always used to respect and treat everyone equally. He used to have same amount of respect for manual labor as well as intellectual labor. Social reformers such as Basawa and his contemporary Sharanas as well as Mahatma Gandhi were prominent advocates of dignity of labor. In conclusion, I would like to say a plea for the spinning wheel is the plea for recognizing dignity of wheel. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajina. Next is Pranati Jaiswal.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon, my dear friends. मैम मेरा टॉपिक है गांधी जी एंड स्वच्छता। स्वच्छता से रिलेटेड गांधी जी के विचारों को व्यक्त करते हुए मैंने अपना कोलाज बनाया है। गांधी जी कहते थे कौन सा देश कितना सभ्य है उसके बारे में जानने के लिए उस देश के नागरिकों के बारे में जानना जरूरी होता है, जिसमें एक बात यह भी है कि वह स्वच्छता के प्रति कितने गंभीर हैं और कितने जागरूक हैं। गांधी जी किसी भी देश के विकास को स्वच्छता से जोड़ते थे। वे सोचते थे कि स्वच्छता एक ईश्वर की आराधना के समान है। गांधी जी कहा करते थे राजनीतिक स्वतंत्रता से ज्यादा जरूरी स्वच्छता है। उनके इन्हीं विचारों को मैंने अपने कोलाज में व्यक्त किया है। गांधी जी कहते थे स्वच्छता को अपने आचरण में इस तरह अपना लो कि वह आपकी आदत बन जाए, क्योंकि यदि कोई व्यक्ति स्वच्छ नहीं है तो वह स्वस्थ भी नहीं रह सकता। गांधी जी वॉशरूम को भी अपने ड्राइंग रूम की तरह साफ रखना जरूरी समझते थे। गांधी जी
सिर्फ एक बाह्य रूप से स्वच्छता की बात नहीं करते थे, बल्कि वो ये भी कहते थे कि अपने मन को भी, अपनी अंतरात्मा को भी उतना ही स्वच्छ रखना चाहिए। वो कहते थे आंतरिक स्वच्छता सबसे पहली चीज है जिसे पढ़ाया जाना चाहिए, बाकी बातें तो इसके बाद होनी चाहिए। गांधी जी कहते थे when there is both inner and outer cleanliness it approaches godliness। मतलब उनका जब आंतरिक और बाहरी दोनों तरह की सफाई होती है तो यह ईश्वरत्व को प्राप्त होता है। गांधी जी के इन्हीं विचारों से प्रेरित होकर 2 अक्टूबर 2014 से भारत स्वच्छता अभियान चलाया गया, जिसका स्लोगन था एक कदम स्वच्छता की ओर। अगर हम गांधी जी के इन स्वच्छता से संबंधित विचारों को हम सीखते हैं और उनको अपने जीवन में उतारते हैं तो हम गांधी जी के स्वच्छ भारत अभियान को पूरा कर सकते हैं और हम अपने देश को एक स्वच्छ भारत, सुंदर भारत बना सकते हैं। थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू बेटा। शेरी से एक बार पूछ लो, यही नंबर से ओवर। Sherry, one time.
Okay, girls, thank you very much. Wonderful presentation made by Sharon, Noreen, Swati, Sherry, Wilson, Ajina, and Pragati Jaiswal. All of you were wonderful, and the collages made by you were also very meaningful and conveyed a great message. Sharon, Noreen, and most of you reflected on Gandhi Ji's Swachhata Abhiyan and Gandhi Ji's Swachhata idea when they said that I won't let somebody walk through my mind with dirty feet. So this was Gandhi Ji's idea about cleanliness, that he always dwelt dwelt in cleanliness and good habits. And I need not reflect on what is the importance of cleanliness. It was important yesterday, today, and would be there in future. If we want to build a strong nation, a healthy nation, a progressive nation, we need to adhere to his basic ideas. Then someone reflected on the political ideas, social ideas, where very important reflections were made, especially the core ideas of Gandhiji's of Satya and Ahimsa. And he said that this Satya is the core of all the religions. Even in politics, he practiced this above religion, above caste, creeds, above language. He practiced all this. And all of you were wonderful, and I hope that in future also, as teachers, as great and good teachers, you would reflect this throughout your life. Because whatever Gandhiji said, he practiced it through his life. So I hope that all of you would adhere to the ideas and the Gandhism, what is called the good ideas, great values of Gandhiji, and would practice it. Thank you very much for the great presentation and all the hard efforts you have put in preparing the wonderful collages. And one important thing, that these are the official documents, so please keep them safe. We would have it once we meet. All of you would keep these collages with you. Okay, hard copy as well.
So tomorrow we'll have poster making competition. So prepare your posters, submit them, and be ready with your presentation. Have a good day, all of you.
Bye-bye.